Thank you.
Hi, Taylor and everyone. As you were saying my name, my dog was going crazy because the FedEx guy was here. So I'm glad it's a fireside chat. We're just hanging out with friends via Zoom because I think you'll see multiple animals. It's just what it is. This is Zoom fatigue. I try to keep you entertained. So there you go. Yeah, so Green Heck is newish to Tulsa. We've been here and open for a couple of years. And so when we were talking about some of the things we wanted to do, in our culture and our values is a lot about giving back to the community. And so what made sense? Gosh, it's Tulsa. There's so many different things that you can get involved in. And so one of the things that our employees were excited about, and at that time, employees, when I say that, I mean 25 or 30. Today we're up to 200. If we were having this conversation a couple more years, we'd be double that. So big plans for growth. But when we started, it was small, there's not very many of us. What can we do to make an impact? And so we wanted to adopt a school. And we found a school to partner with. It's in North Tulsa. It's called Dual Language Academy. And so we interviewed just our employees who were interested, interviewed the principal and a few other teachers and said, what are your greatest needs? And so, see the dog. The greatest needs included, they really hadn't had this sort of a partnership before. So it was like, oh my gosh, and I said, from the littlest to the biggest things, let us know. I mean, ask for whatever it is and what would make the greatest impact for your students. And their students, they have a huge playground with nothing on it. And half of the students are Hispanic, and we're playing soccer all the time and setting up just makeshift goals. Like maybe a bottle of water over here and something else over there would be the goal. And so they said, gosh, we would love to have soccer goals. And so that was something we were able to do. They were so thankful. The kids were so excited. And so, what else? What can we do? We've done school supply drives and some things like that. But I think the most impactful was being able to work directly with students. And that was through math mentors. So the STEM Alliance wasn't yet in Dual Language Academy. And so we said, could we be your guinea pigs? Can we bring some of the programming to that school? And the school was so hungry for it. And so I don't know how Taylor did it, but she kind of made it happen on short notice. And the way that we set it up, because we all get busy and our workforce is a production workforce, and we didn't want it to only be office folks who could volunteer. We wanted this to be accessible and available to anyone. And so we talked to supervisors and we said, can they, if it's their shift time, can we take them off of shift and they can make up time? So we figured that out. If they were second shift, this didn't interfere. So we decided end of the day, once a week. And we also said, if you can't commit to this every week, can you commit to a partnership where you and someone else exchange? Because we wanted consistent, familiar faces with the students so we could build those relationships. There were a few times where only a few of us were able to show up that week. And you know what? We did big group bingo, and we did something to make it work every time. I think the kids loved when we would spoil them. So if it was a holiday, we would bring Valentine's little bags of something for them. At Green Heck, we branded little Rubik's cubes, and so we gave those with some treats or something. When COVID, interrupted everything last year, we didn't get to say goodbye. And so we said, we miss the students. What can we do? One of the math teachers invited us to participate in their live Zoom call, and the kids were so happy. We were so excited. And we said, what can we do? What are you missing the most? Yahtzee. They loved Yahtzee. They wanted to play Yahtzee. And so it was so cheap, you guys. For our 15 or 20 kids, we bought a box game of Yahtzee and worked with the school to get it delivered to the kids. So, I mean, just the littlest things made the greatest impact. And overall, as busy as I got, my favorite time was that 3:30 to 4:30 on Tuesday afternoons. I didn't care. I see XN getting excited. I didn't care what anybody wanted to schedule. Unless I was going out of town for work, I was there every week. The kids, they knew my name, just the excitement and hugs and all the things. Pre-COVID hugs were the best. Now I want them back. But it was just my favorite hour. And even when I had to go full mom mode, because it's a room full of kids and sometimes you got to go mom mode. And so sometimes I had to do that, but they all reacted well. We built trust. We had fun. They had favorite games. Taylor was checking in and saying, can we get some new games? They're getting tired of different things. And so we really tried to keep it fresh and fun. And, you know, coming from a manufacturing organization, we're all about metrics. And so, you know, I was skeptical. I thought playing games, it's good for engagement and all that stuff. But I really did get to see firsthand some of the students who struggled with really basic addition at the beginning. And didn't even know maybe what a quarter or a dime was, because we had a game that involved money. After a few months, once a week with us going and playing, knowing some of that basic math and just being able to, as the game progressed, kind of throw it out there, and games got faster and we learned how to play them and they were more engaged in that. And being able to count out money or help each other count out money. And remember, our population, half of them, their first language at home is Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. And there was one kiddo that didn't speak a whole lot of English. And so they were interpreting for each other and teaching each other. And so we're all learning together. So I hope I've sold it. It was my favorite thing. COVID has just been so upsetting. We've tried to figure out how could we make STEM related videos or different projects that they could do. And, you know, right now I think we're all just trying, you tighten up your bootstraps and try to get through as a company. But we're looking forward for the day where we really can go back into the classroom and work one-on-one with the kids, because this, I think, of everything our employees have done, this is the one that we missed the most and that we enjoyed the most. It was almost selfishly, we got more out of it than some of the other things that we do.